Michael Wilbon from Pardon the Interruption joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show, joining all of us. How you doing, Michael?
I'm pretty good, Rich. How are you doing?
How was that moment, huh? Jordan talking about Kobe in the past tense?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. A lot of that happened when Michael was here in Washington in his, 3 years, one as an executive, two as a player and executive. And, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't know about it. I did know about it in terms of just Kobe's, the phone calls. It was more phone calling than text back then. We're talking about the turn of the century. And it was funny back then to know a little bit about it. I know about their absolute, the nature of every conversation. But, yeah, I knew that Kobe held Michael in that kind of regard. And I've shared this story. I'll share it to you. It has a different context now.
Sure.
Just as someone who covered, so much of Michael's career, Kobe knew that about me and my career. And I was one of those people who was never going to say that Kobe was better than Michael Jordan or as good as. I just was never going to say that because I didn't believe it. Even though I think Kobe's I think Kobe is the second best person to play that position in the history of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe knew I felt that way, and it was a source of just such good-natured ribbing. And so after some games that I would attend covering for the Washington Post, where Kobe might have had, 45, and he might have scored it on Vince Carter, or he might have done it on Tracy McGrady, or, some great player, outside the locker room, as you know, where media members are waiting sort of perhaps in line to go in the locker room after the game, Kobe would come over. I'd get an elbow in the ribs if I wasn't looking, or an elbow or a punch, and he would say, lean over to me where no one else could hear it, and he would say, how would your boy have done tonight? Would your boy have gotten 45 tonight? Could your boy have done that to Tracy McGrady tonight or Allen Iverson? It was so good-natured, and he'd have a smile on his face and start laughing. And I even said to him at one point, will you let me tell people about this? Can I write about this? He's like, no. People are going to take this the wrong way. You know that. And so I never talked about it until 3 weeks ago, and that was part of it because I would say to him, I'm gonna call him and tell him what you just said. He goes, I'm gonna call him. We can call him from the locker room. I'll tell him, and it was I'm coming to get you, old man, and it was great because Kobe, he revered Michael on every level. And if anybody thinks anything other than that about these stories or what Michael said yesterday, Kobe would have wanted Michael to say he was irritant and he was a nuisance. He was getting under his skin, but he like the big brother Michael described, exactly like that. And so, I was privy to some of it, just based on my relationship with Michael and Kobe knowing it. But it was so much fun. I never teased back. That was not my place.
Right.
I just said, okay. Nope. I don't know if he could have gotten 45. I don't know. I might have said one time he'd gotten 55 tonight instead of 45. But I mean, it was just I got a little glimpse. That's all it was. A little glimpse into the relationship that they had, and it was unlike. I think I can say this, and If I'm wrong, Michael will hear about it. He'll tell me. I think it was unlike any relationship he ever had with another player.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.